course, we all see videos on YouTube and everywhere else, you know, of these skinheads, neo-Nazis and everything. And most people, what they do is they yell and scream. They carry their signs, yelling and screaming, which is, of course, what those neo-Nazis want you to do. They want you to show, they're trying to make you angry. They want you to show up all angry and everything. And, of course, you'll get people like that Spencer guy giving a speech, and everyone's just shouting them down and everything. They feel so good about themselves, right? But that's basically what they want you to do, is to get angry. And of course, if you're one of those people that considers anyone that's a Republican or a conservative or anyone that disagrees with your views as being a fascist, a neo-Nazi or whatever, you already lost the argument, because it isn't that difficult for someone to prove that they're not racist. You know, like for example, I volunteered at a dental clinic. I got a certification in dental assisting, so I can volunteer at a dental clinic that deals with minorities that cannot afford, you know, dental care. The fact that I would spend my own money to do that, you know, to help minorities, would prove that I'm not racist, because what neo-Nazi or fascist is going to do something like that? Plus, look up the term fascist. Sorry about that, but you know, there's a far better way than yelling and screaming and shouting them down. Of course, there is. First off, make sure they really are skinheads or neo-Nazis or fascists and racists, you know, because there's something called defamation of character and, of course, slander. You know, you can be taken to court for that. Just so you know. But anyways, how would you deal with them? First off, if they're giving the speech like at a college or anything like that, the easiest and best way is to get one of your own speakers. Get someone from the genetics, sociology, psychology, you know, those type of programs, and let them speak. And you ignore them. Ignore those, you know, people. You don't have to listen to them. Why would you? You're not doing anyone any favors. Like I did that video about how that Spencer guy won in Gainesville. Simple. He got them to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on security and everything. So if they had just simply had their own speakers, ignored him, not showed up to him, to his thing, who's going to be there? Just his own supporters. It would be like a handful of people. Because no one's really going to want to show up to listen to him speak. They're showing up to see the other side get angry. Because you can go to YouTube again, as I'm saying, and you can see these videos of these, like the Klan and all these people that come to these towns and give their hate speech and all that stuff, and nobody shows up. They leave so angry because nobody showed up that they wanted to get people angry. Of course, their own supporters showed up. Now, what about, you know, another way to deal? Like, so, you know, you get some of these, like, you know, Black Panthers and all them. They do they hate white people speech and all that, and they want to kill white folks and all that stuff. You know, people like that, and also neo-Nazis. You know, they're coming in with their signs and all that stuff. Oh yeah, one more thing. Just because someone has a Confederate has a Confederate flag doesn't make them racist. It's just ignorant, but not racist. But anyways, back on topic. The easier ways, and I saw this in a couple of videos also on YouTube. You'll see this, especially with this one black dude who was and look at what racist means, okay? It's not just white people that can be racist. But anyways, you know, he was talking about how much he hates white people, kill whitey and all that stuff. Talking all that nonsense. There's one black dude just simply grabbed his white girlfriend and he started making out in front of him. That made him upset. And several other people started doing that. If you know they're going to show up, you know, the best people to show up to that, to counter, is interracial couples. And you don't have to engage with them. You stay a safe distance, and you just simply hold each other, you know. Like, you just ignore them, you just, like, dance, or however you want to do, you know, kiss or whatever. Because that is going to make them mad. You see, they want to make you mad. But instead of them making you mad, you're making them mad. Whether it's a neo-Nazi or anything like that. And also, if you only attack just the neo-Nazis and not the black racists, you're kind of being hypocritical. I don't really hate to say that, but it's true. Like, for example, that what's that guy played Kramer on Seinfeld? You know, He was doing stand-up comedy, and I guess these three black dudes were heckling him, and he used the N-word and all that stuff, and people started walking out. And I mean, I would too, because I don't get sick of listening to that word. But anyways, if the situation was reversed, if it was a black comedian used racial slurs against three white folks that were heckling him, would any of you walked out? Or would you have cheered him? Think about it. What's the difference? But anyways, like I said, the best way is have your own speakers show up, or, you know, if it's like a college setting or something like that, or, you know, interracial couples show up and you just simply hug each other and everything like that, you know. And make sure that the person really is what you're calling them, because, you know, there's that defamation, there's slander, plus you make yourself look foolish. You know, I mean, I'm an idiot, but even I'm at least smart enough to make sure that if I'm calling somebody something, you know, I look at them, know what they are, you know. But, you know, there's not a huge amount more I can really say. There's a lot of stuff out there, but, you know, you should, you know, just, you know, getting angry and worked up, you're playing into their hands. And when you're shouting them down, you're giving them material to work with. When they're trying to recruit people, they can show, like, see, we're just trying to speak, and look at them coming with their bats and their weapons, attacking us, they're shouting us down and all this stuff. They'll use that against you with a smile on their face. Well, that's it.